Welcome back, High Roller. We're doing deep dive, 8 steps to success. We're continuing on in this series here. We're going into number 5. It's called Cover Your Territory, all right? So what we're going to learn today, very important for your success, it's going to be how to maximize your opportunities throughout your workday, all right? When we cover our territory, we pitch every single person and we never prejudge. So pitch everybody, never prejudge. Very important. First thing we want to remember is we don't have a crystal ball. We can't see the future, okay? That person, you think, oh no, they're not going to pass credit. Oh no, maybe that business isn't big enough for our services, or whatever is in your head right now, whatever you're thinking and you're telling yourself, stop. Just stop, all right? Because what you think is what starts becoming your reality, all right? So if you tell yourself, even just slightly, you just tell yourself, oh no, they're not going to sign up. Oh no, that's not a good prospect. I got to find somebody that's better qualified. You don't know. You don't know until you talk to this person, until you build a little rapport, until you start gathering a little bit of intel. So don't sell yourself short by not pitching every single person or talking to every single, business or whatever demo you're going after, right? So the way I was taught is every single door, every single floor, every single person, all right? There is no, oh, that's the right one, or don't do that one. None, that's all nonsense. That's all like beginner stuff. All right. There is no rhyme or reason. I'll tell you this from 13, almost 14 years of direct marketing, which just means face-to-face interaction, just talking to people face-to-face. There is no rhyme or reason. The person you think, the person I would think, oh, that person's not going to sign up, that person's not going to pass credit. That's a multimillionaire. That's some guy who owns like 5 houses, right? Or that's some girl who owns like 5 houses, right? So talk to everyone. That's how you're going to make the most out of your day, I promise. The person with the bummy clothes on, they're probably loaded, all right? They dress down on purpose, right? This applies more to face-to-face versus like email or something, or over the phones or something, but the premise is still the same. You want to talk to every single person that you can possibly talk to, all right? Because what if they're the one who signs up, right? What if you talk to 60 people and then the guy who comes in, he's all dirty, he doesn't look like he's got a lot going on, he looks kind of tired, and he's kind of walking a little bit slower, he's covered in dirt or concrete or something. Maybe he owns the construction company, maybe he's the owner, right? He's still out there working hard because he's got big dreams, right? He's a multimillionaire. You do not want to look at someone and start prejudging them, all right? Don't categorize people, don't lump people together based on, the big one I see is age and how they look. Right? These are oh, this person can't do it. Oh, old people don't want to sign up. They always tell me they're too old. Well, you know what's nine old people in a row will tell you they're too old to sign up. And then the 10th person's going to be like, oh yeah, I was already thinking about this. But if you lose your mental faculties and you start believing the customers that are telling you no and why they're telling you no, and you start like associating this type of person isn't going to buy, you're selling yourself short. You're missing out on your opportunity. You're leaving money on the table. I mean, just bottom line. There's money on the table and you just left it there when you could have just grabbed it. All you had to do was just talk to them, all right? So you got to realize your preconceived notions are getting in the way of your success. That's what Cover Your Territory is all about, number 5, right? And what happens is when you start doing sales a lot, direct marketing a lot, you start building up new preconceived notions of like, oh, this type of person or this type of business is not a good prospect, right? You start coming up with these new ideas because it's human nature to create patterns, to see patterns, right? It's a survival mechanism. But you have to understand, you got to fight that. You got to fight your own human nature. You cannot create patterns that aren't really there, all right? So if I don't care if 1,000 people tell you they're to this and that's why they can't sign up, if you don't pitch 1,001, the 1,001th person is going to sign up, and you just let them walk. You just didn't send the email to them. You didn't bother calling them, right? Because 1,000 other people told me they're not going to do it, right? Well, that 1,001st person is already looking for your services. They're already looking for your product. They were already thinking about it. They were already thinking about, maybe they were already thinking about your company in particular, right? But you now have a preconceived notion that says, no, these people, this type of person never signs up, right? Don't kill your own bank account by doing this, all right? So get rid of preconceived notions, get rid of your need. You're gonna always create patterns. You can't really stop that, but you have to ignore them. You have to ignore these patterns that you start creating in your mind, all right? Use the law of averages to your advantage, all right? What's the law of averages? The law of averages is talk to everybody. 90% of people are just going to blow you off. They'll be like, oh, wow, you're so nice. You're really good at sales. You know, we've all heard that, right? You're really good at sales. You're going to be here this weekend, blah, blah, blah. And then 1 or 2 is going to sign up if you're consistent. But if you start cherry picking and saying, oh, only this person's going to sign up, only this type of person signs up, only these people sign up, only people on this side of the event sign up and people on that side of the event, and just like you create such like all these stories of why you can't be successful. And I'll tell you what, when you start telling yourself stories, they start coming true, all right? So stop telling yourself stories about why people can't do it and start telling yourself the story about what if they could? What if this works out better than I had hoped? What if they sign up? All right, so there's this principle I was taught a long time ago. It's called the halo, right? So you got to imagine there's like a little halo over all your prospects. Maybe you're sending 10,000 emails at once. You better imagine all 10,000 of those people have a little halo above their head, all right? This is the best way to go about it. So we'll call it the halo principle, right? Little halo there. Pardon my terrible drawing. But what's that halo? That halo is they're looking for what you got. They need what you got, right? So if you start looking at every single person, now is every single person going to sign up? No, right? But if you start looking at every single person as somebody who is already thinking about whatever you got to offer, whatever your service is, whatever your product is, you're going to have a way better day. You're going to have a way better week. You're going to have a way better month. You're going to have a way better year. You're going to have a way better W-2 or whatever you get. Maybe you're commission only, right? 1099, right? But you're going to have a way better outcome if you just tell yourself the positive story of, this person's already looking. This person's been looking for me. That's one of my favorite phrases when I'm out there talking to people is, you've been looking for me all day. I've been waiting for you all day, right? Makes them feel good. And then it starts, what you feel is what they're going to start feeling, right? So if you start feeling like, hey, this could be a good option for you. I might have the solution for you, right? Or this is the solution that you've been looking for, right? Just imagine that little halo above every single prospect's head, every single person that you're engaging, right? Don't weigh it down and rip their halo off their head by having a preconceived notion and telling yourself some story because of some pattern that you think you got a good eye, you understand, better than, the people that came up with this system, right? Because this system works, all right? And it works on a very simple principle, which is belief and talk to everybody. That's it. It's very simplistic. Cover your territory. It doesn't get easier than that. Talk to everyone. All right, I'm beating that horse to death. Talk to everyone. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by today, High Rollers. So we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.